stimulus check, your third stimulus check, your FPUC, and a new report out minutes ago that questions should the $2,000 stimulus check have a different threshold as to who receives it. It's a new shocking development, and I said, the longer they let this sit around, the more they're going to talk about it. The new report suggests maybe they shouldn't give $2,000 stimulus checks to everyone. They should only give it to certain people. And should it be dependent on a tax return? Oh boy. I have all those details. We'll be going over that. And about 24 hours ago, this channel slammed the governor of California for not dispersing vaccines to its population. With 80% of vaccines undistributed, well, guess what the governor of California did last night, 3 hours after that broadcast? Said, hey, you know what? We're doing mass vaccinations right away. Thank you, Doug, from tuning in from Ecuador. Anyone international, certainly give me a shout out, and I'll give you a shot back. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Also, hit the alert button, like this video, and if you've not become a member, then consider becoming a member. Like Jean, and there's Janet. They have a beautiful purple hawk next to their name. There's Mary, beautiful purple hawk badge, and Marilyn is doing the emoji shuffle. There's Tad with the emoji shuffle. Series of emojis come as well, along with pre-video links to the videos before anyone else as a member. So consider hitting the join link at the top of this video. And Athena, I enjoyed Jean's sent me a video of her dog talking to me. I do speak dog. So with that, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news is that in the next 48 hours, we're going to see the third stimulus package. We're going to see the third stimulus package. But the question is if it's going to be what we thought it's going to look like. And the question is whether it's going to get rolled out really quickly. Let me give you some timeline updates, because I know there's some confusion about timelines. First, what's going on with Georgia? Do we have senators from Georgia? Are they sworn in? Where are they? What's going on with them? First of all, the senatorial races in Georgia are not certified. In a new report issued minutes ago, those counties, which I told you have all the way till this Friday to certify the election results of the 2 Georgia Senate races, they're taking the full week. Oh, my goodness. I said, they probably don't need the full week. They'll just take a few days. Guess what? They're taking the full week. The reports now indicate they're going to go all the way to Friday this week to certify the results of those Georgia Senate races out of every county. And then, guess what? The governor of Georgia has an additional week to certify the results. Is he going to take an additional week? What are you going so slow for, folks? Georgia voting people, get it going. We need to have those Georgia senators in D.C. So when will the Senate come back into session? Mitch McConnell says it will not be back into normal session until the 19th, the day before the president-elect Joe Biden is sworn in. Until then, it's up and down. It's up and down. You know what an up and down vote is. Let me give you an example of what up and down vote is. Love Nancy's hairstyle. Up. No, down. Chuck Schumer loves Broadway. Up, no, down. That's what an up and down vote means. It means much of nothing. They don't get anything done till the 19th. So let's get those senatorial people out of Georgia can get their seats confirmed officially by the 19th, so then they could do something other than up and down after the 19th. And that up and down is your stimulus. How much stimulus? When are you getting the stimulus? When am I getting it? How much? Where? The interesting details is who should get the $2,000 remainder of your second stimulus check. As you know, Cash Act was introduced in fall 2020. Cash Act was to give you an additional $1,400 on top of your existing $600 stimulus check to bring you to $2,000. We just assume that, hey, it's so obvious. Isn't it obvious that you just get it? Well, Joe Biden made it sound sort of obvious last week. He said, yeah, I'm going to have Cash Act in my third stimulus package bill when I introduce it later this week. So good news. Joe's going to say you're going to get an additional $1,400 on top of your $600 if you're a single individual, double that for a married couple, $1,400 for the kid, adult dependents, $2,000. Sounds really good, doesn't it? Until you get to the, but that's all you're getting me part of the conversation. Yes, the question is whether the sentence ends with a period after the $1,400. Yes, you're getting $1,400, period. Okay, so then what's the next paragraph say? Nothing. That's all you're getting. What? Excuse me? We will find out later this week if you're getting anything but $1,400 or if that's really it. Multiple stimulus checks? Joe, you promised multiple stimulus checks. Uh, More than $1,400? Senator Harris, now VP-elect Harris, said that no one can live on $1,200 a month for his one check. Now she's going to be your VP and give you $1,400 as one check and say, see you back in July. Enjoy the pandemic. Wait a second. Wait a second. Should we run the Chris Hayes interview from MSNBC from July of 2020 where she said $1,200 doesn't cut it? It's a joke. How dare anyone do $1,200 as a single stimulus check? It doesn't cover you for a month. It doesn't cover your bills. It doesn't do anything. You have to do several checks, and they have to be larger than $1,200. That was her interview. It's a video. It's on MSNBC. It's not behind the dumpster at the disco. It's on broadcast news. She was running as your president candidate, saying that statement. Okay, so what is Joe going to say Thursday? $1,400? Call it a day. See you in 7 months. What? I hope not. I hope not. I mean, we will run that video and you'll download it on, some platform and tag everyone, say, wait a second, you said $1,200 doesn't cut it. So we're going to see later this week if that's all you're going to get for a stimulus check or if you're going to get more. And then there's this. Yeah. There's a new report out that says maybe people shouldn't all be getting the $2,000. Maybe just as, certain people should be sort of cut out of this conversation. Who should be cut out? Well, the article says maybe if you made $75,000 in 2019 earnings, that's too much. Maybe you should reduce the threshold, make it down to $30,000. That really only super, super, super low income households get the stimulus check. And then if you're middle class, hey, live with it. Just, yeah, just if you fall into homelessness, that's your problem. We're not going to give you a stimulus check. Excuse me, who wrote this article? It's just a scary article. It's not law. It's an article. It's not law. It's an article. But the suggestion that we should drop the threshold for a stimulus check, scary, scary. Then, as if it could get any more scarier, the article says, wait a second. How about we just do a stimulus check for people who file their 2020 tax return? Their 2020 tax return. Then we'll give you a stimulus check. Wait a second. The stimulus checks, the tax return is not due for a few weeks. Why are you going to hold up our stimulus check until we file a tax return? That's not fair. We don't. Our tax return's not due yet. Wait. Are you going to hold up our tax return because there's a stimulus check? That doesn't make sense. It's getting all crazy these days, says Ustase. Beautiful name. Really scary, says Deanne. It is scary. Chuck Schumer, Tia just said, Chuck Schumer wants to give you $2,000. The question is, who's you? The article says, wait a second, are we restricting who's you? Who's the you in here? It was fall of 2020 where we said, okay, the Democrats take the Senate, they take the House, they take the presidency. They'll send out an enormous sum of money. Now we're like, wait a second, are you being cheap? Are you the cheap people? How do I file tax return on unemployment? The more simple we get, the more you get donuts. So the third stimulus package has a lot of provisions in there. And those third stimulus package items were detailed over Joe Biden during his campaign, during his transition papers, and then all the way up to just last Friday. The most recent one he said on Friday was he's going to forgive $10,000 of your student loan debt. Viewers were very excited about this. It was not unusual to hear it because I had predicted it over 2 weeks earlier. I had said it was going to be the total student loan debt and it was going to be done by executive order. He doesn't want to do executive order. He wants to do it by Congress. $10,000 to be forgiven of your student loan debt. Doesn't matter if someone said in the comments, my student loan debt's 45 years old. I'm like, wow. What did they teach in those days? So that student loan debt would get wiped out as well. It doesn't matter how old the student loan debt is. It's just, it's good you remember something. It's like you don't remember what you studied 45 years ago, but you sort of remember the debt you still have hanging over your head. Amen to that. So get rid of that debt. This was very, very good. And so viewers, when I asked last night on Purple, which is our new evenings version of the show. It's a Q&A. Viewers, when I asked, they said universally, absolutely, he's going to do the $10,000. Then I asked the other questions. What do you think he's going to do for everything else? And they said, MSC, he's not going to give it. Viewers said, he's not going to give the MSC. Viewers then asked, you think he's going to do the FPUC retro? They said, he's not going to give the FPUC retro. Is he going to go FPUC 4 to $600? Yeah, we think so. Viewers said. The $2,400 of SSI and SSDI, viewers said yes, he'll do that. The remainder $10,000 EIDL grant, viewers said yes. Hazard pay $10,000, viewers scoffed. They said, never, never, no way, Jose. I said, so he's not going to give you any hazard pay? They said, no, he'll give you like $5,000. That's what viewers said. And then CDC grant and Lifeline grant, $50,000. I said, you're going to get it? They said, absolutely not. He's not going to give you any of those things. So the question is whether he's just going to drop the ball on a lot of things or some things or no things. We will soon find out. We all hope we're wrong, but it's ironic that the viewers of this channel collectively believe the same things are going to survive and the same things are going to tank. They don't think certain things are going to work, are going to get to the finish line, and they don't think other things are going to fall away. They think they will get to the finish line. So that's really what's interesting. Now, what's also interesting across the board is unemployment. This is the unemployment video. It always has been the unemployment video. It's in this time slot. So let me go over some unemployment questions and situations for you, and then I'll answer your unemployment questions as well. PUA, FPUC, UI, I want to cover all those things. If you are unemployed as a worker, W-2, you're on UI. The extension of your UI weeks is called PEUC. If you're unemployed as a gig worker, you're on PUA, or a sole practitioner, independent contractor. The money that goes on top of that is FPUC, $300 a week. So let me explain a couple things. First, if you are if your FPUC, all your benefits went into sort of an inactive status or shutdown status at some time. Some of you may be already out of it, so you're fine. But others may still be in that lockdown status because you ran out of weeks because the CARES Act 1, the first stimulus package, ran out of weeks. You had to wait for them to pass the second stimulus package. Is now law. So they're going to switch you from inactive to active. You need to understand that. Second, they're going to send you potentially an email. Say, hey, do you want to reopen your claim? The answer is yes, of course you do. Your claim is what you did when you filed unemployment. You said, hey, here I am. I'm unemployed. I want to file a claim. So you asked for unemployment, and you got a claim on file. Thank you, Mirna, for becoming a Purple Hawk. When you asked to reopen your claim, then when you reopen your claim, the claim is then active. So make sure you say yes or get that link, click that link when you are asked to reopen your claim. Do not file another unemployment claim. You're one person. You're one person. You may be schizoid, but you're one person. At least for you and me, you're one person. You may have multiple personalities. You may sing high and sing low. You may, wear different outfits on different hours of the day, but you're still one person. So only to have one unemployment claim. Do not be filing multiple stimulus unemployment claims. So when you reopen your claim, then the guys are certified for weeks. Then after they certify for weeks, then those weeks will be processing. Then your payments will be pending, and then the payments will go out. The next thing you need to know is that the $300 a week sometimes lands separately. Sometimes they send the $300 a week to FPUC separate from the UI, the PUA. I don't know why. Happy birthday, Linda. Everyone's birthdays today. Happy birthday, Linda. Chef Roberto. Happy birthday, Chef Roberto. Everyone's birthdays today. Happy purple hair, Sandy King. Everyone has a special thing going on today. Linda Cole, happy birthday. Anyone else's birthday? Happy birthday to all. So someone. Happy birthday to all. Happy, whatever. It's Donut Boy's birthday. It's Donut Boy's. There you go. So my birthday also. Linda, happy birthday, Linda. Mine yesterday. Diane, happy birthday. Patricia, happy birthday. Your birthday as well. Gabs, not your birthday. Well, I'm going to wish you a happy birthday anyway, Gabs. Happy birthday. Not my birthday. Not my birthday. It's not birthday yet. Instead of it's not the law yet. It's not birthday yet. Just leave out the adjective. Just leave out the verb on the side of this. It's not birthday yet. So Now with 1,000 people in the room. What happened? What I miss? What I miss? It's everyone's birthday. That's what you miss. Are we getting third round? Are we getting third stimulus? You are getting third stimulus. So Joe's going to give you, $1,400. Congratulations, $1,400 to last you for 7 months. Congratulations. The question is whether that's all he's going to give us. $2,000 a month. Oh yeah, yeah. I asked that question last night. Let's ask the question right now. The viewer asked, do you think Joe's going to give you $2,000 a month? Yes or no? Let's answer the viewer's question. What do you think? Do you think Joe is going to give you $2,000 a month, or yes or no? No, 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 yes. Oh, no, 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 hell no, 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 hell no, 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 no way, no, no, maybe 3 months. No, 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 maybe. No way. Who knows? No. Bye. Bye. It's just like, how dare you ask for me for that? No way. So that was like 99.99% of the viewers said no. Absolutely no way. Someone said yes. Oh, another person. Someone said Jose. I don't know what Jose is at age. Are we getting a stimulus check every month for $2,000? Jose is the answer. There it is again. Jose's the answer. I don't know what Jose is the answer. No way, Jose. Oh, no way, Jose. Okay, no way, Jose. I didn't get that one. So there you go. It was answered. The viewers answered the question. No way, Jose. 1 month. 1 month. Viewers are usually right about these things. Viewers are always really right about these things. So the reason I brought up that article, that news article that talked about you'll get a stimulus check if you file a 2020 return, is that why it sounds bad on its face? Because it's excluding adult dependents again. It's like, hey, if you file tax return, we'll give you a stimulus check. Wait a second, I'm adult dependent. I don't file tax returns. So they set it up to cut out adult dependents. What is this thing about not paying stimulus checks to adult dependents? I've never gotten it for all these months. I don't understand it. Doesn't make sense to me. Why are they not paying stimulus checks to adult dependents? Doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. So they're doing it again, saying, hey, maybe we just, Now don't say it's law, because it's not law. It's an article talking about the subject matter. But why are we not paying why are we even talking about you file tax return, you get a stimulus check? Now, what's interesting about the news article is that it talks about what is this third stimulus package that Joe Biden, and I'm going to do this question with you, so get ready for the question, because I'm wondering the answer as well. Is Joe Biden's third stimulus package, of January 2021, when it does things based upon thresholds like low income for rent, EIDL based upon your earnings, PPP based upon your salary, based upon your payroll. Is the third stimulus package going to be going off of 2020 numbers, or 2019 numbers, or 2018 numbers? Which one do you think it's going to go off of? This year or a prior 2020 or earlier years? Which one? 2020, 2020. Two people said 2020, 2020, 19, 2020, 2020. Wow. 2020, 2019, 2020, 2019, 2019, 2020, 1987, 2019, 2019, 2020, 2019. Should be 2019. There you go. Instagram room says 2020. Should be 2019. 2019, 2019, 2020. Tia says 2020. John, 2019. Maria, 2019. Who cares? Oh, you really care, because it's a big issue. It's a big issue which year it's going off of. Brother Joshua says 2020. It's a very big issue which it's going off of. Let me show you how it turns into a big problem. Who cares, says Bronson. Let me tell you why it cares, because it's a big issue. It helps you on one side and hurts you on the other side. Let me give you an example of how it helps you. It helps you for getting under thresholds, because 2020 may have been a year in which you made really bad money. You didn't make any good money 2020. 2019 may have been a year which you made, it was an average year. You made some money. But 2020, you may have lost your shirt. So for 2020, you would want to get rent, free utilities, free internet, free childcare, SNAP, SSI, and SS. You would want to get certain things because you're under the threshold. So you would want 2020 to be your threshold to get under the things. Now, this is where You don't want it to be 2020. If they're giving you free money, grants, free money, not, under thresholds. They're giving you money. You don't want it based upon 2020 because you made no money in 2020. So we'll give you an EIDL. We'll give you as an Uber Lyft driver. We'll give you money based upon what you made in 2020. Oh my God, that's horrible. An Uber Lyft driver who has been on lockdown for 7 months can't drive because they couldn't drive for lockdown for 3 months. So we're going to give you money to cover 2021 based upon a year in which you're in lockdown. That's really bad. That's not good. So EIDL, PPP, anything that is grant oriented, Lifeline grant, hazard pay, anything that is based upon how much money you make. You want it to be based upon a year in which you had good income. You don't want it to be based upon a year in which you had bad income, because if it's bad income, you won't get Zippo. Let me give you an example. You're in 2021. You're trying to turn your life around. You're trying to pay for bills. You're trying to do things better. So you want the most amount of money. You would want it based upon a good year economically. You then, when it's for thresholds, you also don't want to be in a good year. You want to be in a bad year, because if you are homeless now, but you are living in a $900 a month apartment in 2019, you don't want them to say, "Hey, you're living in a $900 apartment." No, I'm not. I'm homeless now. So this is going to be a big, big issue. No one's talking about it. No one ever does. You're the first time you're hearing this on the channel. 1,300 people in the room, so 1,300 of you are talking about it. But this is a big issue. So let's recap. When you're getting free money, like unemployment or grants or anything that is to get you, that is going to pay your ability to operate. You want it based upon a year in which you made good money. If it's anything that is under a threshold, that if you are low income, then you're in the threshold, then you want it based upon a bad year, which is last year. And so this is a big, big, big issue. Logically, 2019, as people haven't filed taxes yet, that is the presumption that Joe Biden's bill is introduced in January and gets done in January. Now, these people just do crazy things all the time. They may say, "Hey, we're passing the bill." Let me give you an example of how this could happen. They could pass the bill in January and then say, "Okay, we're going to send the money to EIDL, to SBA." It lands at SBA in February, and then February they say start applying, and then February you apply, and you don't know which number to use. They say gross revenue. I'm like, which number do I use? Do I use last year? Do I use the year before? You use one number, and then they ask you, because this is what SBA is now doing. They're asking for tax returns. They ask for the tax return. You give them the 2019 tax return in March, and they're like, "Why are you giving me 2019? This is March. You had to have already filed your return for corporate or your personal by April." They're like, "Where's your return? Let me see how much money you made in 2020." This caused big, big, big issue. So there you go. 23-minute mark. Wow. We're flying on this video. Let me answer some of your questions. What can we do about it, Lalate? Lyric. We can't do anything about it. We really can't. We can tag them with our social media campaigns, but I can't split my viewers. This will help some viewers and hurt other viewers on one issue, hurt one viewer and help another viewer on another issue. So I can't split viewers. Is it too late to file for FPUC and PUA from last year? No, it's not. That's a great question. You can file for PUA back from March. You just didn't get to it. What's going on for rental assistance? Great question. So rental assistance under the second stimulus package, the money has still not landed in the city, counties, and states. So if you need rent, reach out to the volunteers. What about the $1,400? Not law yet. How are your eyes? They're pretty good. I was rubbing them one time today. I was like, "Oh, don't rub them again." Thank you for explaining. I appreciate that, Ann. It is a big issue. It can make a fortune. It can make a big financial difference to viewers, thousands and thousands of dollars. Big, big, big difference. Especially if you go to apply for rent and suddenly you don't qualify for rent, and then you would have qualified for the rent. Eviction moratorium. It's in there till December, end of January. How do I get a 1099 on PUA? I don't know what that means. Where can I find a volunteer? In the pinned comment for this, Marcus, below, open the pinned comment and you can reach out to volunteernews.la.com/community. I did not give you an update at the 15-minute mark. Wow. So let me give you an update on the 25-minute mark, and I'll give you another update. The big update as you sit here today is that in the next 48 hours, presumably, we're going to see the third stimulus package. The third stimulus package is going to deliver you details about what Joe Biden wants. The question is, when will it become law? When will it become a bill? At the moment, the senatorial races out of Georgia are really delayed. They are not wanting to certify them until the final day of everything. So those counties can wait all the way to this Friday to certify the results, and then the Secretary of State of Georgia has an additional week. By all account, Mitch McConnell says the Senate will not go back into normal session until January 19th, which is a day before election day, a day before inauguration day. So I presume you're going to see Warnock and Ossoff sworn in the Congress, in the Senate, around the 19th of January. But then how soon are we going to get this bill done? And what are going to be the deal provisions? And which ones are going to survive and which ones are not going to survive? I've been asking viewers across the board which ones they think are going to survive or not. And I'll be asking again tonight on Purple Power Live at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. But the comments have been generally consistent. Viewers do not think there's going to be a multiple stimulus check. They think he is not going to pay you more than one check, and that one check will be the Cash Act, $1,400 on top of your $600, and he's going to call it a day and say, see you at the end of the pandemic. Where can I download the eviction CDC form? Catalina, go to the Center for Disease Control, the CDC's website, and they'll have it on there. Everything takes time. Yeah, it does take time, but love the hair. Well, I appreciate it. Red Lobster. I need bacon. Yeah, Mitch is at Red Lobster, and I need the bacon, so let's combine them. It's not law yet. Someone just said. Tax form is on employer website. You need to sign a yes for 2020. And drop any questions you have on the screen. They sort of disappeared. They were there, then they disappeared. LA people, oh wow, it's flying. LA people, need help. I need to find a volunteer. Reach out into the pinned comment below. What happened to the huge stimulus that Biden said? Well, let's see if he stands to the point. I've been asking you, it's not gone yet. It's not gone yet. It's not proposal yet. But I've been asking viewers, what do you think he's going to do? We're not seeing Joe Biden's stimulus package until the next 48 hours. And I'm asking viewers in advance of it, is it going to stay there, or is it going to dissipate, or is it going to be bigger? I think the package should be $5 to $7 trillion. Viewers don't think it's going to even be that. So let's see if we're all wrong and he gives you the deliciousness of a great stimulus package or nothing at all. Not law yet, says Catalina. My son receives SSI because he's 17. Will he also get $2,000? Yeah, so that's the concept of adult dependence. Someone who's 17 is an adult dependent. They don't get a stimulus check, but on the Cash Act, they would get the $2,000. That was a great question. LA, do you think we will get the retro for $2,000 SSI and SSDI? Linda, yeah, it's just 1 month back. The extra $200, I think you would. And I asked viewers that question as well. They thought so, yes. Retro for $200 is not a big stretch for a congressional leader. $12,000 retro. Thank you, Lyric, for becoming a Purple Hawk. $12,000 retro is a whole other thing, but $200 is a whole different thing. Gail thinks you're sexy. Well, I thank you, Gail. Happy birthday. Oh, someone else's birthday. Happy birthday to that person as well. Not law yet, says Golden. Exactly what's happened. We haven't been showing up. It hasn't shown us that. Yes. Well, very well said. Lalate retro for unemployment. That's what Joe Biden says, Sandra. Viewers think no. Viewer thinks he's not going to do retro for FPUC. Now that's FPUC retro, not UI or PUA. UI and PUA is always retro if you've not been paid it. But we're talking about FPUC retro. Is there a credit check for relief? No, unless it's a loan instrument. $200 LA, not $2,000. Yeah, $200 for the month of January. Absolutely. They can do $200. That's not a stretch. SBA is not helping drivers. I don't know what happened today, which I've had tons of drivers get great help with SBA for this channel. Would you recommend a lender for PPP? I can't. All I can tell you is tell you the ones that are out there. You have to decide yourself. Like Lendio, Lending Circle Cabbage, PayPal did it before, things like that. Politicians, star. What is happening? So much happening. What if I didn't file for taxes? Chef Roberto, happy birthday, Chef Roberto. Oh, I missed the comment. Biden stimulus turning into a bubble. What if I didn't? Oh, there it is again. What if I didn't file taxes on anyone's taxes or on anyone's taxes on an SSI? So that's a great question. If you, for Ustache, if you are on SSI and they pay you SSI every month and you are not on someone else's tax return and you're not a dependent and you've not changed your SSI benefits, you're getting them on every month, you're going to get your stimulus check. You're an easy person. You will get your stimulus check and you'll get the full amount like an individual. It's your birthday, Alan. It's not my birthday. I'm going to YouTube and put sirloin emojis up. John, thank you for coming to Purple Hawk. Yes, if you have not joined, like John, you can also put sirloin emojis up, as Ann just said. On this channel, by joining, you have access to delicious emojis like sirloin, calcino, moolah, $12 ice cream, and Hot Mess Express. There's Russell Ward killing the emoji game. And you also have purple, oversized purple hearts and purple balls. And then you also have a purple mystical ball as you predict the future. If they approve the $1,400, do you think there'll be extra money for children? Yeah, $1,400 for a child as well. Absolutely. Great question. Can we apply again for EIDL? You cannot. But if you did not get the remainder of your $10,000 grant, Joe says you're going to get it. If you want to increase your EIDL loan, Joe says you can increase it. I've been filing from SBA since August 2019. I can't see what it says. I don't know what I would do without the purple balls. Purple donuts. No, we're not doing purple donuts. Gene is killing the purple balls. There we go. 1,500 people in the room. Wow. Do you think if we are working that they will give some kind of relief if you're not going to make more than what they're giving the unemployed? That's crazy. Tina, that's a great question. So the articles have a mindset to them, and the mindset is that people who at some time were working in the 2 years should get stimulus, and that people who are not working should not get stimulus, and that people who were working but making good money shouldn't get stimulus. So it's a strange mindset. I'm not saying this is the Congress's mindset. I'm saying these articles. They're basically saying, hey, you were working but made less than $75,000. You're basically, you're working but you made somewhere less than $75,000. You need help. You need economic help. If you made more than $75,000, you don't need help. If you weren't ever working when the pandemic hits, you don't need help. You just weren't working. Why should we give you stimulus? And the articles, one of the congressional leaders actually was quoted in the last 2 days saying, we're giving stimulus for people to go buy stuff on Amazon and Walmart and go buy some tennis shoes on Amazon and Walmart or go fix their truck. And that's not the purpose of stimulus. Our purpose of stimulus is not to have people go fix their truck. I I have a problem with that. The problem is that, well, if they had money for their other things, they would have not have to fix their truck. The truck would already be fixed. They take the end of the situation as the reason why they shouldn't start the situation. Well, the reason why they don't have money for rent is because you didn't give them the money for the stimulus check. The reason they can't fix their truck is they have no money they didn't get the stimulus check. So that's where we are. All this talk of food is getting me hungry. Donuts, 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 donuts. Bacon, donuts. Well, thank you for joining me on Afternoons LA. What a day it is. The big update across the board is that in the next 48 hours, we're going to see Joe's stimulus package. The question is what it's going to look like, how it's going to formulate, and all those more. We'll be discussing this a little bit later on Evenings LA. First, I'll be returning at 6 o'clock with Check. I'll be going over the second stimulus package, all the deal provisions of the second stimulus package, the big moolah you need to pounce as a Purple Hawk for, like PPP, like EIDL, things you may not have considered, you need to start considering because there's a lot of money out there. Then shortly after that, I'll be returning with third stimulus package. If you've not joined, consider joining. Click that link at the top of this channel so you can join and be a sirloin. You can join and hang with sirloin. I like that. Join and hang with sirloin. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. You can apply for escalated benefits at any time. Escalated benefits is insane and wonderful. I can answer some more questions about that on the video after this. And you can absolutely apply for any time. So make sure you consider joining. Also like this video. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Also like this video. Stay informed, stay focused, and I'll see you next on Evenings LA.